Welcome to the year 2025, where 95% of people, they want to be able to make more money. They want to be able to build a business, but they want you to literally get a spoon, put the business in the spoon, and feed it to them in their mouth. And I wanted to make a video because I was going through my comments and I read this comment right here, and it was from a person saying, "This is my third time asking, what scanning app are you using?" And you can tell they're very frustrated. And I start laughing to myself because I'm like, in the year 2025, with ChatGPT and AI, and Google's been around for many, many years, right? Why don't you just put it into ChatGPT and ask, right? Or why don't you actually watch the video and maybe go into the description and see that there's a free 5-day book selling workshop for free, no money? Why don't you just join a Facebook group? Why are people just so, like, they just expect everything to be put on a spoon? And if it's not there 100% clear cut within 30 seconds or less, because you know their attention's gonna be gone in 45, 50 seconds. After that, they're gone. You make a 5-10 minute video now, you've lost 90% of people after 45 to 60 seconds. What's the deal with people nowadays, right? Inflation's through the roof, right? After COVID and everything, I mean, times have been tough. Like, everything's getting more expensive. Rent is more expensive. Food is more expensive, right? They're telling you inflation's at 2%. Inflation's at 2%. Look around, people. Everything is getting more expensive, and it's like nowadays people, life is getting tougher, but they're getting softer, right? It's like life is getting harder and it's demanding you to become better. Invest in your health, invest in your knowledge, read books, learn, be resourceful. And it's like people, they just want you to spoon feed them the answer. And I kind of just want to rant in this video because it's frustrating, right? It's very, very frustrating. And the funny thing is, it's like there's so many opportunities out there for people who actually focus, right? So number one, focus, but people don't know how to focus anymore, right? They're on TikTok, they're on YouTube, they're on the Instagram Reels, and they're just scrolling and scrolling and looking for an opportunity. Oh, this looks great. Oh my God, there's a piece of information that's missing. Like, I'm gonna freak out because this person doesn't tell me. Do some research, do some work. It's so frustrating nowadays. It's like, I put a post in my group the other day, in my eBay to Amazon flipping group, and I'm not here to tell you guys to do eBay to Amazon. I say that all the time because people think I'm trying to convince you. I'm just sharing what I do. I buy items on eBay, I flip them on Amazon, right? I'm doing over 6 figures per year in profit. There's people in my group, it's not just me, who are doing $10,000 a month net profit, net profit. $15,000 a month, $20,000 a month net profit. And then there's people who can't do $10 a month net profit. And I put out that post the other day, like, why are there so many people who are crushing it on Amazon right now, but then there's so many people who are just absolutely just doing nothing, right? And the answer is, and I'll explain it to you right here. Number one, people just want to be spoon-fed, right? Number two, people are looking for the easy way to make money, right? People are literally living in la-la land. It's like they're disillusioned with, you know, what it actually takes to be successful. And I heard a quote the other day: people are always going to be jealous of what you have and what you've accomplished. So maybe you're doing $10,000 a month profit on Amazon. Maybe you've lost 50 pounds, right? Maybe you've become a millionaire, changed your life, excuse me. But they're never jealous of what it took, right? Most people see somebody with money, with fitness, with health, and they say, I want that. I should have that. I'm smarter than them. I'm more intelligent than them. I'm stronger than them. I could work harder than them. But let's see it, right? Everyone's always jealous of what you got, but they're never jealous of what it took. And most people have no idea what it actually takes to get to where you want to go. People want to be spoon-fed. They want the results quick. They want the results easy, right? Everybody claims that I can get punched in the face, and getting punched in the face is no big deal until they get punched in the face and they're like, crap, that hurts. And you're telling me I've got to get punched in the face for a year, for 2 years? You're telling me I have to go through challenges and I have to be resourceful. And you're telling me, Steve, your Amazon business and all the things that you're doing to make money, you're telling me it's not going to just be from point A to point B, a straight line. You're telling me it's going to be up and down. There's going to be challenges and uncertainty and market changes and rule changes. Oh, and you're telling me, Steve, there's a possibility? You're telling me there's a possibility I could get my Amazon account shut down? You're literally telling me right now that you want me to invest my time and invest my money in a business, and there's a possibility that I could get my account suspended. There's a possibility that I could buy products and some of them might not sell. There's a possibility I might fail. Yes, that's what I'm telling some of you guys. And in 2025, it's the year of just people living in la-la land. They don't want to put in the work. They don't even want to put in the time to just type into ChatGPT, what scanning app can I use to be able to go to the thrift store to scan books? I guarantee you, it'll probably freaking tell you, right? People don't want to do that, right? And even if they do find out, you could use SellerAmp, Scout IQ, Scoutly. Well, then they're going to be thinking to themselves, So you're telling me I'm gonna have to go into the App Store, download it, and you want me to pay after 14 days? You want me to literally pay for something after 14 days? I don't even know if I want to do this. You want me to risk my time and risk my money and risk my effort? Yes, that's business. That's entrepreneurship. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. It's like I've got to start talking down to people nowadays like they're little babies, because people nowadays, they want to succeed, and I feel for them. Honestly, I'm being a smartass right now, but this is why I keep doing my YouTube videos and posting and stuff, because I do love helping people. But it becomes so frustrating when, honestly, guys, like I freaking dropped out of high school, right? I ended up getting my GED. I got arrested, went to jail. Like, I'm not the freaking brightest bulb out there. I'll be honest, I'm pretty stupid. Very often, I do stupid things. I'm very slow at learning. It takes me a long time to kind of figure things out. I bet you 99% of you guys are smarter than me, but guess what? I work my ass off, and I'm resourceful, and I'm willing to learn, and I'm willing to network, and I'm willing to invest in myself and bet on myself. And I hate to say it, it might not be you watching it, but what's the difference between someone having success on Amazon or on eBay or whatever, having success in business, versus the people that aren't? The people put in the hard work. They invest in themselves. They bet on themselves. They're resourceful. They network. They go to events, right? They figure it out. You're not going to just get spoon-fed. I don't know what they're teaching in school nowadays, or if people are just mentally insane from watching TikTok and just, they have no idea of like what's real and what's not real. But it's like, you're never going to get anything in life if you don't work your butt off. If you're not resourceful, you're always going to have to risk it. People always want just a zero risk opportunity. But it's like, I don't get it. Like, I'm in my vehicle right now. You're telling me you don't drive to the grocery store? You never like go on trips and travel? Like, why do you travel if there's a chance of you getting in a car accident? Like, why do you travel if there's a chance of something going wrong, right? Maybe someone could rob you and steal your wallet. Why do you do it? Why do you even live life if there's a risk of something happening? So it's like, in real life, we understand there's risks. You never know. We're surrounded by millions of people in this world today. There's people who are freaking crazy. There's a lot of crazy things happening, but you live your life, right? You mitigate risk. You do your best to keep your head on a swivel, right? If you're in an area that's maybe not so good, you know, you're not walking around with your Rolex, right? Or whatever. You're not whipping your wallet out, right? But it's like you use your head. You're intelligent, right? But it's like when it comes to the business world, it's like people are just whacked out. It's like 2025, it's like 99% of the content I post, the comments are like, give me the answer, tell me this. Like, you tell me I have to spend $1? Like, I have to spend money? Like, no wonder most people work a job. That's why I always congratulate you guys who are running a business, making money. And it's not a competition of, oh, look at Steve's making this much money and they're making half. Or, oh, look at freaking Chris is making $30,000 a month and Steve's only making 10. Look at that bald loser. It's not like that, guys. Like, we're all on our own journey. Freaking pat yourself on the freaking back for actually learning and taking action. You're in the 1% club. I posted a video the other day saying, if you actually just take action and set up your Amazon account and sell some items, if you're making a couple $100s a month, you're literally in the 1% club, because you don't realize 99% of people are complete freaking idiots. I hate to say it, and I don't mean it as if like they're stupid, but they're their biggest, worst enemy. They're in their way. They doubt themselves with everything. They're only looking for things that are going to just like get them absolutely rich, passive income. They don't want to risk anything, right? They want everything spoon-fed, step by step by step. Give me everything. Give it to me. Give it all to me. I'm not going to do a thing. I'm not going to invest my time. I'm not going to invest my money. If it's not 100% sure, guaranteed, I'm not doing it. But I'll play the lotto. Oh, look, the Powerball's at $1.2 billion. Let's put 12% of my check into... The same people that just scroll TikTok all day long, eat junk food all day long, eat processed crap all day long. They never bet on themselves. If you want to be successful in life, start freaking betting on yourself. Start treating yourself well. Get off the TikTok, get off watching all the bad websites and being on the computer, doing all the things that you shouldn't be doing, and get yourself in tune with reality. Put in some hard work. Become resourceful. Stop trying to worry about how am I going to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. This drives me nuts all the time, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I get on one-on-one coaching calls with people, and I ask them, like, what are your goals? Like, where do you want to be in the next, like, 3 to 6 months? And it's always the same freaking thing. I want to be making $10,000 a month net profit within the first 3 to 6 months, maybe in a year, $10,000 net profit. And that's great, that's amazing, but you're setting yourself up for failure trying to like shoot for such a big goal, right? Why don't you learn to make your first $100, right? Why don't you learn to make $500 net profit per month and build the skills and get an understanding of what this even takes, right? Everyone's always jealous of what you got, but not what it takes. They don't even know what it takes to get there, right? I've been on a health journey for over 2 years now, and I thought like I was just gonna snap my fingers, right? And I was just gonna have a freaking six-pack. I knew I wasn't. I knew it was gonna take hard work, but now that I've been in it for 2 years, I've lost 55 pounds, I've been lifting weights, I've been learning about nutrition. Like now I've realized, holy crap, this journey is a lot harder. I really had to just humble myself and say, Steve, you're a freaking idiot, dude. Like you need to go back to square one and educate yourself. And I hired a coach and I started to learn from other people and watching videos and being resourceful and taking action and trying things and buying healthier foods and experimenting with foods and seeing which ones worked with my body and tracking my calories, right? Experimenting with different cardio. I was running and then I was hurting myself. So I started walking. Like I had to become extremely resourceful. And you might look at my before and after pictures and say, Steve, 2 years later, dude, I could do that in half the time. Then freaking do it. Most people are just chirping and talking, but they never do anything, right? So that's my rant for the month of October 2025. But hopefully you're able to get through some of my negativity and, you know, see the message that I'm trying to share, right? There's actually a positive message in all of this, which is you can accomplish anything you want in life, but you have to take your ego out of it. You've got to take all the social media, mainstream BS, put it aside, take a deep breath, be patient, set a small goal, become resourceful, take action, stop looking at everyone else's big results and start with where you are and just start making $100. Because guess what? If you can learn to make $100, which is a lot harder than most people think. People are focused on how am I gonna make 10 grand. First, you gotta learn how to get to step 2 out of step 20. But once you learn how to make $100, it's a lot easier to make 200, and then it's a lot easier to make 500. Of course, every level, it's like a video game. You've got to acquire new skills and new tools, and you know what got you to level 3 isn't going to get you to level 4, and the person you became to get to level 4 isn't going to get you to level 5. But do you get what I'm saying here, guys? Like, and also one more thing I want to say is, if you can't be resourceful selling on Amazon, if you can't, you know, like if you're not willing to be patient with learning Amazon, like if you're not willing to learn how to go find an app and type it into Google, like if you don't take the time to do anything like with Amazon, you're never going to take the time or be successful with anything else in life as well. You are, you know, the sum of, you know, everything that you do in your life. Like how you do anything is how you do everything. That's the quote I was looking for. How you do anything is how you do everything, right? So if you're freaking super duper lazy with starting something new, what do you think's going to happen when you're super lazy with Amazon? You're going to be super lazy with starting a diet or getting on your health journey or being an amazing partner for your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Obviously, I ain't no pinnacle. I ain't going to be in magazines and commercials for being the #1 best human in the world. But I've worked my butt off over the years to change my life. And, you know, a lot of what I've shared today has helped me a lot. So hopefully you're able to somehow see the light in this dark video. But guys, I appreciate you all. Let me know what you took out of this video, or let me know, hey, Steve, you're a jerk. You're an absolute jerk. You've offended me. I want you to put everything that you've learned in the last 13 years on a spoon and feed it to me. Just tell me what your thoughts are. But with that being said, guys, much love. I'll see you in the next video.